Coming from the place I come from and the traditions that I come from, participation is really paramount. And like the line that divides us seems to disappear. And I'm going to try and invoke that kind of spirit tonight by making you say, if you will, my great-great-great-grandmother's name. And her name is Kizzy. So on the count of three, we're all going to say Kizzy. 1, 2, 3. Kizzy. And I ask you to say Kizzy's name because Kizzy was the first person in my family that I know of to come to Canada. My great-great-great-grandmother Kizzy escaped from slavery, and she walked 3,000 miles in her bare feet so that I could be here. And that's the beginning of my story, as far as I know it. I'd bring up her name because coming to Vancouver for me has meant a kind of freedom that I had not experienced before. People are familiar with garbage trucks, right? Okay. Are you familiar with garbage trucks? Okay. So they come, they grab your garbage, they dump it, they make a lot of noise, right? Well, when I first moved to this neighborhood, I heard garbage trucks. Well, I thought they were gunshots. And it's funny, it's funny, but it's not funny, right? Because it's not really cool to grow up where your grandmother has to hold you underneath the bed when you're 9 years old because there's gunshots. And that's real for me. That's part of my experience. And I'm sorry, camera people, I'm like going in and out of the light. I'll stick up here. Yeah, it's not cool. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel safe. It adds a lot of stress to your life. I was thinking about bicycles because bicycles are so much a part of what Vancouver is. You know, I feel that way. I'm like, oh, yeah, you know, the bicycle. You know, you can ride from here to there. They got the bike lanes here. You know, everybody's got bike T-shirts and helmet. You know, it's good. I love it. But, you know, when I was a kid, I couldn't ride off of my block. Actually, I couldn't even ride past 3 houses in either direction because my family felt like it wasn't safe for me to ride my bike past 3 houses on either side. So when I say I came to Vancouver and I had a kind of liberation, it means something to me. Understand that when I look at every single person in this room, this is not a word of a lie, it's not a joke, and there's nothing false about it, that I am able to be who I am in the world in a different way because I'm supported by you. Because I walk down the street with you, and because I live next to you. And it's little things. You know, you know, I worked in a factory for 8 years before I came here, in Detroit, in a car factory, right? And I came here and I was like, you know, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to do something artistic. I want to like get an artisan's trade. So the first place that I came to that I worked was a place called the Flower Box. Anybody know the Flower Box? Yeah. Sasha, who owns the Flower Box, I am forever indebted to because she gave me an opportunity to do something that I had never really done before. And she just believed in me for some reason. She was like, I came in there. I liked the music she was playing, and I was like, this is cool music. And I was like, I kind of want to do this. And she was like, why don't you make a bouquet? And I did. And she was like, you know what? I'm just going to hire you. I just feel good about you. And you know, I've had a series of experiences in my life since I came here almost 8 years ago that have really changed the way that I feel about what is possible for me, but not just what's possible for me, but what's possible for all human beings. And, you know, one of the things that has come up for me, besides being a performer, which is lovely, my artistic career is really thriving, and I feel really amazed by how that's happened for me, and I put a lot of hard work in, and I've been supported by community, both here and across Canada and in other places too. But the thing that really gets me probably feeling like I'm in the most right place I can be is when I'm working with youth. And that's another opportunity that came to me after moving here. And I'm doing a gardening project with a bunch of kids at Admiral Seymour Elementary on May 28th. And if you want to come by and celebrate with a bunch of kids about the fact that they now have a garden in a school that was really, it was written about in the Vancouver Sun, I think, about how hard a lot of the kids were having a hard time there. But to be able to celebrate with them and enrich their lives through creating a garden makes me feel really amazing. Being able to go to Uganda in June is something that makes me feel really amazing. But mostly, it's because I came to this neighborhood that any of this is happening, that I've been able to share my voice with thousands of people in other countries and other cities. It's because I came here, and it's because you held me. And so, you know, for all the places that all the grandmothers have been that have struggled so that we could all be here today, I'm going to ask you to say one more time the name of Kizzy on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Kizzy. Thank you.